Yo! Wow, that was so symbolic. Hey everyone, it's Garrison here, and welcome back to the channel. And today, on this lovely Friday, I'm here to check out Wonho's latest and newest release with Don't Regret, the music video for All. Now, of course, I'm super excited to hear what's up and see what's up when it comes to this newest release by Wonho. But wow, 4-ish months since Crazy, and now we're out with new music, his single album, All. We love to see it. And don't forget, earlier on in the year, he also had Eye on You. Pretty much like 3 comebacks, am I right? I mean, I'm getting lost because we had a lot of comebacks and debuts this year, let's be real here. But staying on track for Wonho, I have heard some sort of highlight medley or a teaser yesterday. I'm like, wow, Don't Regret. I feel like it's gonna be meaningful. It's gonna have maybe a sentimental feel to it, as it seems like there's a lot of emotions being let out from Wonho himself vocally based on that preview. But aside from that, I'm not sure what I'm fully getting into. So with that being said, let's dive into Don't Regret now. Alright, so brought it up here, Don't Regret by Wonho. I got the English captions on and all, but let's go. Whoa, right away. We're off to a great start. Oh. I could already sense, like, yes, this is a sentimental piece. Ooh. I love the the soaring of the bass, I believe. Here comes like the build up here, the chugging of the guitar. Ooh. Hey. Woo. Tell him. Man, he's truly taking the alternative rock route with this one, yet in the sentimental kind of manner. Oh. Wow. Definitely about this other significant other one, saying I want to be more than friends. But you're a blessing. Yo! Wow, that was so symbolic there in itself in that scene. Wow, now we're in more of like an illustration. Him running off, coming and flying off like a bird. Okay, give it to me. Yeah, that's what I was waiting for. Wow. Wow. Okay. First things first, everyone. I really like how Wonho switched it up yet again and took a completely different approach that he hasn't done before, yet it suits him, right? I wouldn't say like this kind of style is like so up in his wheelhouse. And I'm gonna explain that a little bit later. But all in all, I really love Don't Regret. Like I said, taking the alternative rock route, very sentimental to the point where, hey, it got me a real mixture of release of emotions and how it builds up and it swells up into that drop, right? The chorus that is, I would say, very anthemic, right? Easy to sing along to, and it's like an anthem. And just the let out of all the emotions, the angsty guitar work. Well, first it doesn't let out right away. It starts chugging and treading away, and then boom, on the rip of the guitar, the rip of the drum kit work, and that's how it goes. And you sense a bit of that grittiness that Wonho's trying to deliver. And as some of you may already know, I said it time and time again, across his releases, he knows how to throw in a performance, and that's one of the things that makes Wonho very phenomenal as a solo artist, right? He knows how to express himself. He knows, well, he's also hands-on, right? I said this to Charlotte Wilson, one of the huge, well, Charlotte Wilson told me about Wonho. We had a small discussion quite some time ago. Big, huge songwriter, by the way. But talking about how Wonho's really hands-on, right? And we know Enan being in the works, and I'm sure Brother Sue, of course. And it's great for a solo artist to be hands-on with their work, to really, I would say, show more of what they're about. And if they're capable of doing that, that is great. That's actually more than great, right? Have that creative freedom to do what they want to do and really expand on their horizons, per se, right? And Wonho, he has messed with several different genres. I've explained it time and time again, and it's evident across his title tracks. I'm sure his B-sides as well that I haven't checked out still to this day. I know, everyone. But for Don't Regret here, right? Pretty standard arrangement, which is completely fine. I'm pretty sure it's self-explanatory. The only thing that I say about the grittiness is I feel like Wonho, his wheelhouse is definitely the likes of Crazy. Let me just bring up his discography here. Okay. Yeah, so the likes of Crazy, the likes of Open Mind and Lose, right? Notice how those are not super angsty and all. And I feel like it's hard. One thing is delivering alternative rock or rock genre and being performing in a song. But the other thing is by default, you have to have a lot of grittiness and be able to provide a lot of that grittiness with your voice to come through with a lot of angst and add to the angst of what's being done production-wise. A few examples that I could say that deal with rock and sound of I would say more of the angst route, I would say, is the likes of a group like TXT, right? I would say even the likes of moving into Korean hip hop, Ash Island, right? Naturally, their voices could really mess with that kind of sentimental yet angsty delivery, which is hard to do and quite niche in itself in that area. And there's other soloists that I can't really name on top of my head, right? But they have done it before, right? And in this case, I feel like this really sticks. The hooks does more than its job. I wish there was a little bit more in the production that got me going that would provide more of a build-up. But with that being said, right from the start, right from the get-go, I really love the textures in what was being set, and then building up and just the release of the angst and all. And then I would say the melody is very pleasant, very easy to listen to, and I think that's the one thing that is so signature Wonho. You're never ever gonna get, well, assumingly, right? And I hope he doesn't. You're never ever gonna get a side of Wonho where it's like way too loud, it's way too upfront in your face, right? Way too noisy per se, quote unquote. He's just gonna give you the right just amount and gonna surprise you in the most subtle kind of ways and visually as well. We look past upon his music videos, love the directing, love the post-production and editing, but in Don't Regret here, wow, I love the symbolism. I mean, in that one industrial like area, that lock-off area where was it him himself surrounding himself in the center? And like, I would have to explain it when we get into the scene again here, actually. So let's actually dive back into this right away so I don't lose my train of thought, okay? Let's do that, yeah? I feel like this kicks it off really well. This is symbolic in itself as well, right? Not regretting it, right? And it's hard to actually move on. It's really rare, based on my experience. I'm pretty sure some of you guys as well, where it's like, okay, there's no on-the-spot instantaneous moment where you're like, I don't regret it, I'm moving on. It's really hard to do that, especially if you've been through an experience that's turned sour, right? In this case, another significant other one in the storyline for Wonho. And he puts a bag on himself, you know, and I feel like this really shows a sense of vulnerability, right? And a struggle between forgetting about the past and regretting it towards moving on for the better of things, right? There's that on the fence kind of feeling. And that's what I instantly got, and got a little bit of chills at the start of this music video with it. It's like, wow. Yeah, the drum kit work is really strongly well done. And the layers too are well executed, I would say, production wise and vocally on the vocal end of the spectrum of this song. Yeah, the chug in. Here we go. Nothing will change. Yep, tell him. Man, I mean, I feel like this scene here, I gotta look into this more. It's hard to tell. Like, I think I would have to go frame by frame here, but if I'm not mistaken, right, I'm seeing like the same shirts, like blurred out. Yeah. Or it's more so like the life of the sort of party, or it's like at a party where Wonho met this significant other one, but like, I don't know, it's hard to tell because there's in this scene here where it's like, I feel like it's Wonho and this other significant one in the past before. And this significant other one, right, is the one that's regretting it, maybe. But at the same time, I feel like it's more so it's like, okay, I wanna get back together. But Wano was like, nah, I don't regret it, you know? And I mean, based on so many experiences in life, and I hear about friends, thankfully not my friends, but friends going back into a toxic relationship. It's like, wow, you know, it's like a can't believe it moment, right? But Wano's saying here is like, hey, I don't regret it. I'm moving on. I'll say it again if I need to say it again. I don't regret it. So I love the lyricism in this, all in all. My answer's it's the same. Wow. This, probably my favorite scene, is this scene where he switches his face here. And boom. And I feel like this really showcases, it can go two ways, right? But the main thing that I get is like, on the outside, after something this happened, it's like, okay, I'm doing well, I'm doing okay, right? How people may see it, right? It's like, whoa, you know, there's this side of the inside where it's like a feeling of numbness, right? Like not feeling anything at all. And that's due to what has happened. But as you can tell, every time in this washroom scene, there's like that struggle. There's these reminiscing of the good times, right? Even though there's those bad times, there's those good times as well. See, what's strange here? Okay, yeah, so this is, I feel like this is, yeah, these are just like people in play, just actors, which is cool, you know? And that like transition to Wonho himself, right? His inner self, his inner regrets, his past. He's like, man, I'm out of here. I'm moving on. Like, that is very symbolic. And him just like, just jetting off into like on a tarmac here of some sort. No. And that like sort of levitating moment and that breakthrough moment where it's like all that dark husk, all that regret, it's gone, you know? I'm flying off. I'm on to something better. And what's crazy is like, wow, another unexpected moment. And that's something that Wonho truly does visually, and well done, thanks to the people that he works with. I love the illustration work here. It's like, wow, it's him, you know, flying off in the distance as a bird. He's a plane. That plane explodes and transitions into the scene, a smoky scene. Of course it had to be you. You sense that, you hear that like vocal layering too. It's so well done to like give us the climax moment. Really love how they added in the flames in the scene. So like music video wise, it's 10 out of 10 music video wise. When I go back time, it'll be the same, you know? It's like I can't change the past. So now, everything burned up, I don't regret it. It's that past is done, it's over, we're through. Yeah. Wow. Wonho. Yet again, coming through with another, I would say meaningful release. This one, I would say being the most meaningful, right? Lyrics wise, symbolism wise, very symbolic wise, you know, for the music video, visually and all linking up together greatly from the lyrics to the music video and the emotions that he delivers throughout this. And I've got to say, nothing's lacking, you know? And with that being said, I feel like just a bit of the production wise, I wanted a little bit more, you know, a little bit more of that grittiness, whether it's the production wise or vocal direction wise when it comes to Wonho for Don't Regret here. But nonetheless, this is a real, after the second listen, really strong 8.5. By no means it's my favorite title track, but it is so refreshing. Yet, you know, it is great to have sentimental pieces, at least for me, from time to time by my favorite artists. And I say artist because Wonho is truly an artist. He's not, I wouldn't say necessarily an idol. Like, people, sure, he's an idol, but he's an artist as well. Like, he's really hands-on, and I can't emphasize that enough. He's hands-on, he's very detail-oriented, and we've seen that connection between Enan and Wonho, of course. So it's like, yeah, you gotta give it to them. You gotta give it to them. You gotta give credit where credit is due. And he's just slowly but surely going up on my list for favorite male soloists, I've got to say, and soloists as a whole. Alongside, of course, Kang Daniel's up there, Woods is up there in terms of my favorite male soloists and all. And of course, there's Taemin all the way up there in key, but Wonho, he's in that echelon. He's in that echelon and slowly but surely climbing it up and impressing me every single time. And I feel like he's always consistent with it because I've yet to not like love any like title track by him so far. I'm more than thoroughly enjoying these releases. So be sure to like, share, maybe subscribe, as it helps out the channel so much, as it warms my heart to connect with y'all, and it helps out the channel in the comments section down below. Oh, I'm so lost, but it warms my heart connecting with you guys in the comments section down below what I'm trying to say today. And as always, too, have a great day, have a good night, have a good afternoon wherever you are. Until next time, the next Wonho related video, whether it's his next title or even a B-side album review listen per se. We shall see. Until time will partly only tell, and also my scheduling of things and K-pop releases. But take care. This has been Garrison as always, though, and peace.